Hi, and welcome to another screencast for the Randsburg Scout Reservation online portal. My name is Jeff Cox. I am the Randsburg Scout Reservation Director, and in this screencast, I would like to help explain how to access the online planner, or as it's officially termed, the summer camp planner. There are two previous screencasts that tie into this, and that's where I would like to start. If you notice that I am at the randsburgbsa.org website, the default website that you come to, and in order to access those previous screencasts, you would go to Adult Leader using the new website, and then here you have a list of screencasts that should be helpful to you. The first one is how to create an account. You must have an account on the online portal in order to be able to access the summer camp planner. Once you've created an account, you need to apply your troop identification key, which you received in your most recent pre-camp packet. This screencast here will explain to you how to apply your troop identification key. Once you've applied your troop identification key, you then need to become part of the Adult Leader community. In order to become part of the Adult Leader community, you must request access to that community. It is a closed community only allowed to adult leaders. To learn how to make that request, you can click on this link and watch a screencast on how to become part of the Adult Leader community. Now, just to be aware, that is a request to a human being. So that request may require 24 hours or so of time before one has been approved and now part of the Adult Leader community. And you will not be able to access the summer camp planner until you have been approved and part of that community. Okay. So let's move on to, once you've done all three of these steps, how to actually get to the summer camp planner. So the first thing you'll need to do is be signed in. So I'm going to sign in as a default account for me. And notice things change a little bit. If you've created your account, you should have already been familiar with how things change just slightly. There's now a chat box down here that sometimes you might find myself or a number of other staff members or even other adult leaders that you can communicate with. Once you're here, though, the important thing to do is go up here and click on the Go To button. In fact, really just hover over the top of it and you'll see a new menu for the communities that you are currently approved to be part of. The randsburgbsa.org is an open community, which is the main website, and so it was as easy as clicking on that as was described in the previous screencast. It's not necessary to be part of that, but it might make things useful for you. Notice the green arrow. The green arrow indicates that that is the current community that we are viewing. Instead, we would like to view the Adult Leader community. So we will click on Adult Leaders. Notice we are now seeing or looking at a completely different website. It's not really a completely different website. It's a different view into the same portal, but this allows the ability for us to produce content that is only for adult leaders. In particular, once you're at this site or at this community, one wants to pay attention to this menu bar here up at the top, and this menu bar has the Summer Camp Planner option. Click on Summer Camp Planner, and now you will see the Summer Camp Planner. Some things to point out. First, you are seeing the Randsburg staff crew view of the planner. What you will see is the view that is appropriate for your particular troop. We have staff members who might be earning merit badges all week long, or all summer long, and so we have a different tab for each week. Notice that the number of boys in each week might be different depending upon the session it's important to understand that the boys in your troop and the boys that are registered to come to camp are two different sets of individuals. As well as if you are coming to camp for multiple weeks, there are two different, you have to register two different sets of boys for each week, each of the weeks that you plan on attending. So just real quickly, let's talk about how to make things happen to register your boys. You have up here in the top a simple form to add a new boy to your roster for a given week. And this is only if this boy has never been to camp before. This is a brand new scout who would have never attended Randsburg before or never been on your roster before in the past. Once you've entered in the information, you simply click the Add Member button. For example, test, Scout Male, Week 1, Add Member, and now I have a test. If I decide that I don't really like that member to be part of the of this week, I click on Actions and unregister them. However, any person that you add will be part of your past members or your overall group of people on the planner, overall group of scouts. This past member tab that you just saw me click on lists all boys that have ever been to camp in the past, including boys that maybe have aged out or boys that have or aren't coming to camp any longer. This is simply because all of their records are tied to this particular name, and thus you can't actually delete this person. Otherwise, it would delete their past records. If you have boys from the past that you want to add in, you need to click the checkbox that is appropriate or next to their name. And once you've done that, you come up here and you say Add Checked To. You choose the week. If you're only coming for 1 week, you'll only have one choice. And then you click, and we're going to add them to week 2. You click Add Checked To, and that sends them to week 2. If you go look at the week 2 tab now, you'll find all those people now part of week 2. Please note that currently there is a slight issue with the planner in that you can only do that once per page. So if you need to move to another page, notice if I click Alex Zimmerman and Alex Donathan and I click Next, those names, they're not here on this list, but if I go back, they're no longer checked. So you need to do one page at a time. There's about 100 boys that you may see on any given page. So if you have more than 100 boys, you'll need to check who you need on this page, click Add Check To, go to Next, check who you need, click Add Checks To, go to Next, etc. Okay, now we have boys registered and we want to be able to enroll them in their merit badges. Let's say we want to enroll Homer Twig into a merit badge or some activity at camp. We click on Actions next to their name, click Enroll, and now we're taken to an entirely different page, which shows us the activity and the times that it's available. So there are no times until you first must choose an activity because there are no times until you pick the activity. So let's say we want to enroll him in astronomy. We have astronomy from 2 to 3. We click Enroll, and you will see astronomy enrolled now for Homer Twig. If you get an error, then that means that either one, you have tried to enroll your someone. Let's say we try to enroll him in astronomy again from 2 to 3. We'll see an error that we've entered invalid data, indicating that that would be a conflict in schedule, though I probably can't reproduce that right now. If we try to enroll him in an activity that is already full, apparently COPE is not, so we'll remove that. Then you will also get that same message if the number of boys that are limited to that session have already been reached. then you will not be able to enroll them and receive that message. To get back to your other boys to enroll, click here and you're taken back to the main page. One final thing to note before we finish this screencast is that always check the bottom here. We have been trying to post frequently asked questions here right at the bottom of the planner, so and easily accessible to you to answer your questions. Furthermore, there's a very active and lively forum with numerous threads asking questions about the online planner and any number of other things regarding Camp this summer. I hope this helps you all, and can't wait to see you in just a few weeks.